And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 25-yard line.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
10-10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Tyler Eifert, incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Thank you.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Matt Slater to kick off for Detroit.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On play action, they'll throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide, and he'll be out right at the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Detroit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of
still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Jaguars 24, Lions.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They're going to run again with Snell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On a jet sweep, here comes Chark. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Come on, set and logo.
Here's Minshew. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Cameron Wake able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Now Minshew. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Lions 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's caught here, Amendola. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Down Detroit.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the handoff, this is Swift. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Once again, it's Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Stafford on third down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He's going to go deep for Conley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead.
2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Across midfield.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Brings up 2nd down and 8. Stafford. Buying time to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Freeman again. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
3-yard line.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. He goes underneath to Freeman. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slummest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. here's Snell. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Lions first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2nd down and 3.
The 46-yard line.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but that's not how they felt when the ball went over the top.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still
watching football.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Starting the drive was Snell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Draw play, and it's Snell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A pass complete here to Conley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all time. 2nd down and 5. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yards to go.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback?
because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Out of the drought, watching me ball. As soon as I snap, hit it the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall.